It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Protest, Mother.
I think it's
What do you think about the No Kings protest, Mother?
I think it's stupidity, son.
Why?
We're not in England. We don't have a king.
So Donald Trump is not slowly becoming a dictator?
Absolutely not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes. What do
of Omaha, you can listen to the engine.
It looks like somebody skipped arm day. Did you really set up a camera at the fire exit of a Planet Fitness and thought you were like so cool? And what is with this filter? But bro, the No Kings protest is on a Saturday. Most people with careers don't have work on the weekends. However, wasn't January 6th when the Republican poorly educated tried to overtake the government? Wasn't that on a Wednesday? Huh, interesting.
Of Omaha.
Ah, look at that guy. Ooh, he's stroking it. Yeah, they're tough. How tough? How tough? Woo!
Nice wig.
Nice lashes too.
That looks like shit.
Oh my god. Fuck you! Anquifa! Fuck you!
Oh, what is that?
Fuck you! Anquifa!
What? Somebody let me know. What is he protesting? Okay? He looks like one of those things that sit outside your business and do this all day to try to bring people in. I don't understand what the No Kings protest was about.
So today's supposed to be a No Kings protest. Not around here, it's not. We are literally at a church football game today. We don't have kings here. Come on now. If we did, you sure wouldn't be able to protest, right?
We have breaking reports relating two incidents surrounding No Kings protest in South Carolina and in Georgia. In South Carolina, a woman was taken into custody in Myrtle Beach after brandishing a pew-pew near a crowd of demonstrators. The police in Myrtle Beach quickly took action and arrested the woman, who is a 59-year-old resident of Surfside Beach, into custody without incident. Meanwhile, in Marietta, Georgia, a man in a pickup truck decided he didn't like what was going on there, got out of his pickup truck, pulled a flag from a man named Alec Whitaker, and then pushed another protester, 72-year-old Greg Davis, to the ground. Davis said there was no reason to do what he did. We're peaceful.
Democrats is out there pushing old men.
And we were just
We gotta
letting
blame
our
them.
voice be heard. Now, the man in the pickup truck was later identified and found by police. The items were recovered, but the police in Georgia let him go. CNN did reach out to both Marietta Police and Cobb County for comment. They have yet to hear back. But these are the only incidents we have, and they're instigated not by the protesters. We have
Harry, here in Washington, D.C., a city filled with federal workers who are currently furloughed, tens of thousands of people showed up to this No Kings rally to fight against what they call an attack on our democracy. And one of the
It looks like we're being invaded by aliens. I don't know if y'all can see the aliens in the back, but it looks like aliens have now invaded the No Kings protest.
questions as today wraps up is, where does this momentum go? We spoke with Democratic Senator Adam Schiff of California and several protesters today as Democrats search for a consistent message to combat the Trump administration's agenda.
We're fighting back against these healthcare increases, and I think that message is resonating with people because they're seeing the direct negative impacts on their lives. So my feeling is stand firm, fight back every day, do everything we can to mitigate the harms in every way we can until we can move past this terrible chapter of our history.
And in the past year, what have you made of how the Democrats have responded so far?
I think they're very frustrated. I think they could be a little bit louder. I think maybe some of the leadership in the current Democratic Party, maybe it's time for them to step aside and let some new, fresh voices.
MAGA Mike agrees. There's no reason why Mitch McConnell's old ass should be falling, going to the bathroom. He almost pissed himself. We almost had to clean up on aisle 3. Mitch McConnell took a dive 2 days ago. He still ain't been seen since. He might have broke a hip. But damn it, get out the way. Chuck Schumer, get out the way, okay? Chuck Schumer looked like the owl from the Tootsie Pop commercial. I just can't never unsee it.
Races come to the forefront. I know it's a tough situation, but I think there could be a little bit more courage for both Democrats and Republicans, right? Like, what happened to those moderates? What happened to those people in the middle that represent my views? Why aren't they speaking up?
I 100% support MAGA. I voted for Trump 3 times. I'm a lifelong Republican, and I absolutely support these No Kings protests this weekend. Don't go anywhere. Let me tell you why. First off, I expect that this version 2.0 of the No Kings protest is going to be larger than the first round because there is a direct correlation between the outrage by Democrats and leftists and President Donald Trump's successes, of which he's been having a ton as of late. This is why I hope every single voting Democrat goes out and takes part in these protests on Saturday, because I would much rather have them out there wasting precious time, wasting energy, yelling and screaming, spending money on making signs. I'd rather have them doing all of that than going out and actually spending time supporting Democrat candidates. I'd rather have them out wasting time this weekend than going and door knocking for candidates or giving money or making phone calls for candidates. So yes, by all means, as many Democrats as possible, go do your ridiculous No Kings protests. Go expend all that energy, because a lot of them, a majority of them, are gonna walk away from that protest going, look at us, we did great, look at how many of us there were, we did our part, and then they're gonna be done. So by all means, go, protest. You'll accomplish a lot, really, you will. Because I'd rather have you doing that than supporting your awful Democrat candidates.
He's not lying. After today, nothing's gonna happen. We're not gonna put no pressure on the Democrats. We're not gonna put no pressure on Chuck Schumer, on Hakeem Jeffries, on whoever else. We're not gonna do it. It's gonna be another blame game. We're gonna be sitting here doing our TikToks, worrying about what's next, who's doing this, food stamps is gone, goddamn healthcare is gone. Oh my. And all the while, the people we put in office ain't pushing the line. In fact, we should start taking our money from them, okay? And putting it to a candidate who's going to push the line because they not pushing hard enough. No, we didn't vote enough. Y'all put the wrong people in. Y'all lost faith when Trump won president. Y'all got time to get out there. Re-elections is coming up. Get your asses in gear. Because you out here protesting and freaking unicorns and dinosaurs and ain't putting no damn action in when it really matters. That's what we're here for. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus was there too.
There are protest activities being organized for this weekend. Part of it are Democrats saying they want to reclaim the American flag. It's also being titled No King's Day. Does the president see himself as a king, and does the White House expect to see American flags being flown during these protests this weekend?
The president views himself as the president of the United States of America. This is a constitutional republic, and we want to see all of our citizens be proud of the country in which they are given the privilege and the blessing to live. And I think that those images of foreign flags being waved by illegal criminals and by violent rioters in the face of cars blowing up and of flames in the city. I have photos of that here to show you. With this violence and destruction that occurred is an image that Governor Gavin Newsom owns. This is his city, and President Trump saw these images, and he said that is not going to be accepted or tolerated, and hence why he deployed the National Guard and United States Marines who have helped to quell that violence.
I don't know if she's ever seen a hockey team win a World Cup. As soon as a hockey team, no matter what city, especially Philadelphia, if they in Philadelphia, they tearing that shit up. Okay? I don't know about they could have got them images from anywhere. At this point, we believe anything. If they put it on the internet, it must be real. God damn it!
Because right now, Republicans need there to be a violent interaction tomorrow at our parade, and I'm here to tell you guys, we cannot afford that. Right? We were successful in orchestrating peaceful protests the last time we had a No Kings March. All over the country, more than 2,000 cities participated in this and successfully orchestrated peaceful protests everywhere. So you guys who attend, you're going to have to hold it down. You're going to have to, if you see something about to jump off, if you see somebody trying to throw bottles, tell them to stop. Point them out to organizers, to authorities. Nip that shit in the bud quick, because there will be people there who do not represent us, who do not represent our needs and our goals. They just want to fuck shit up. The only way they can detract from our message, our peaceful message of fuck you and your desire to turn Trump into a king, the only way they can detract from that is to have somebody throw shit into our parades, our marches, or whatever. So resist. Because right now,
well, like I said, it was a crazy situation, the whole thing. Now, peaceful protests all across the board. There were some people who were unruly, but hey, you're gonna get a twos and fews. You had Republicans, Trump supporters, MAGA, conservatives, whatever you want to call them. They were, antagonizing the people. But then you also had the Democrats, the people who attend the protest, who were antagonizing the protesters of the protest. Okay, because we can go back to. I'm gonna just show y'all this one. This one right here. So this right here. Those are actually MAGA. These are MAGAs. Okay. They have signs that say "No Kings, Only Queens." They're waving a Nazi flag. That's not American. So I don't care how you slice it. I don't care if you vote Republican, Democrat, but if you waving a Nazi flag, that's more anti-American than anything. That's more anti-Israel than anything. That's more anti-Jew than anything. So I'm not understanding when you talk about this is a hate protest. This is an actual hate protest. When you got a priest in blue jeans, a priest telling you wrong, buddy, you're wrong. Because you know what them priests be doing. But if you got a priest telling you wrong, you got to be wrong. Who interviewed the I don't know. Is this one of the guys from freaking Mario Brothers, one of the bone things that just, walk around, you jump on them, crush them? Anyway, he dressed up as a skeleton. This lady is technically there to call out the BS. People don't even know why they're there, but they're there. And if you don't know why you're there, it's best that you don't get interviewed, because then they just gonna make you look stupid. And that's the problem. Most of us out there just looking stupid. Because tomorrow we go back to our jobs, we go back to our lives, and we go back to watching TikTok, seeing everybody talk about what's going on, and we fear-mongering, and we not making calls to the Democratic Party down in Washington. We should be calling your governor or your Democratic representative in your state. You should be blowing his phone up and trying to get him to figure out what's going on, because technically none of y'all know what's really happening. Now, all this money that they're really asking for, we need to be asking, why are we going for this? We need to be asking. If it don't align with your views, you need to be asking what is up. I'm telling you, But Republicans, they have the majority. They silent. They ain't doing nothing. They holding steadfast. Some of them ain't even Trump loyalists. They're just Republican loyalists. They just trying to win the next election because they primaries is coming up. I don't know what Marjorie Taylor Greene got going on, but her election is coming up, and her people are counting on her, especially in her state of Georgia. I believe she's from Georgia, and Georgia's a red state, so I don't know what she's doing. It's kind of fishy that she's pushing for the Epstein files, which we all should be worried about. But instead, we have this government shutdown, which is pushing back the Epstein files, and they won't even vote in the lady from Arizona or New Mexico. I think one of the two. They won't even vote her in because they know she's going to be the deciding vote if we're going to release the Epstein files. Think, people, this is all a ploy. Everything is in order. Okay? But we can't go out there dressed as idiots and expect to be taken serious because they're not. They're not taking us serious. Get your ass on the phone. If you're a Democrat, you see what's happening. The No Kings rally, okay, great. We did a good job. Nobody started no violence. What next? Okay? If you don't get onto your politician, if you don't get on the Hakeem Jeffrey, write him a letter, send him an email, do something. But they gotta come up. We gotta get these. We need our stamps. We need our goddamn stamps. Okay. We also need healthcare. I got healthcare, but I know my shit finna go up regardless. Basically, anybody who got, like, I gotta change my health insurance November 1st when the open market come around. I gotta change my health insurance. Guess what? My shit going up. You know what I'm saying? It's just going up. That's the fact. It's going up, people. Your healthcare insurance is going up. So beware. No matter which way this pendulum swings, your healthcare insurance is going up. It is what it is. So you just better make sure y'all voting every time you can vote, and you voting for the right person, because the House, if you're a Republican, you in a good spot. You fighting for whatever you fighting for. But I don't understand what you fighting for when you got to turn around and look at the same people who use these same, who have to get on the Affordable Health Care Act. You got family members. You got cousins. Yourself is probably on the Affordable Health Care Act. But yet, you want to vote against it. I don't get it. Don't make no damn sense to me. But, for the sake of being a Republican and being MAGA, you just want to be all in. I'd rather pay high health care premiums just to be MAGA. Okay, that makes sense. And then your groceries go up? And then what else? Then now you your car wash go up? When your car wash raise the price on you, you know we in trouble. Man, what was I buying? I bought something and I was like, damn. Whatever. Oh, I don't remember. But yeah, everything going up. This ain't inflation. This ain't inflation. This is passing the buck. Everybody's passing the buck. And you know who ain't passing the buck? Your boss. Your boss is not passing the buck. Your manager. The owner won't pass the buck. The owner will line his pockets up. He will increase prices on Burger King burgers, but won't increase the price on how much you're going to get paid. Just picture that, okay? That's what y'all need to be paying attention to. Okay, so if you don't have a job that will increase your revenue based on the current whatever it's called, damn, I'll be losing my train of thought. Based on the economy, if your boss don't raise your pay based on the economy, then your ass in trouble. You gonna be waiting for that 25-cent raise, and you gonna be waiting for that 25-cent raise, and you gonna be thinking about getting them income tax. You're gonna get that income tax, and they're gonna change the laws on that. They're gonna change the laws on the income tax, and you're gonna be able to claim your kids, but you only get it back $500 instead of thousands. Y'all gonna be salty, and then we're gonna be like, damn it, shit, we should have got out and vote. Goddamn Republicans, The Republicans, they getting it. They gonna change. They gonna change the world. They gonna change our world, at least for that matter. But you know, hey, I guess for the sake of getting out illegal immigrants, let's destroy the economy in America. Let's destroy the economy. Fuck it, we gonna have to starve them out. That's what we do. Starve them. Starve us. What? Remember, you could just survive on eggs. Not anymore. You ain't gonna be surviving off no eggs unless you got some chickens.